Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Move Podcast. Slow Sunday. So, Gregg Popovich, he get the contract extension from the Spurs, and it's a big one. One of the most expensive contracts in NBA history for a head coach, surpassing recently Monty Williams of the Detroit Pistons. At $78 million. So Pop is getting 80, and I mean, look, are we paying a coach for what he's done, or what he's going to do? Right? That is the real question here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, obviously Gregg Popovich has missed the playoffs the last 4 years. Okay. And in most cases, coaches that miss the playoffs 4 years in a row get axed. But he's Gregg Popovich, one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. Okay, 5-time champion as a head coach with one organization. Okay. But, I mean, if we are in the era of what have you done for me lately, Gregg Popovich hasn't done much, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're going to be a fair and objective, like, Gregg Popovich the last 4 years has been one of the worst coaches in the NBA. So the only thing I can deduce from this entire contract is that this is purely tied to Victor Wembanyama. Okay, so they want to have him, the Spurs organization, feel Gregg Popovich is the best coach to nurture and foster Victor Wembanyama so he can be somewhat Tim Duncan-esque for their franchise going forward. And I mean, in this 5 years, in this contract extension, is it possible they can win a championship? Sure. I mean, the Spurs aren't the only young team out there. We look at Portland, what they're building. Look at Oklahoma City, what they're building. Look what the Houston Rockets, what they're building. And the Sacramento Kings. I'm sure there's probably another team I'm missing out there. Memphis Grizzlies, if they can get the act together and everything. But yeah, I mean, as these, like the KDs, the Kawhi Leonards, the Paul George, LeBron James, the Giannis's and the Embiids and all that, like, these newer kids, they will be coming in the next 3 to 5 years, you know what I'm saying, as well. And those guys that I just mentioned will be kind of phasing out towards their latter end of their prime years, you know what I'm saying? So this contract to me doesn't make much sense unless you're just paying for, to keep your legacy guy coach, and Pop still wants to coach, and he wants to coach Victor Wembanyama. So to me, this is a Victor Wembanyama contract. I'm not saying anything new. I'm sure everybody's thinking that, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of just like what has he done lately, not anything. So crazy money for Pop, considering he missed the last 4 years of the playoffs. And then they got lucky lucky or the script to get them the number one pick for Victor Wembanyama. So hey, I'm not knocking Pop for getting his money. I'm just scratching my head in terms of what this contract really means. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they can't justify this money for what he's done lately. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they want to pay him just because of historical reasons and what he's meant to them, sure. And he still wants to coach, okay. But that's a waste of money, though. You know what I'm saying? So the only conclusion is this is just a Victor Wembanyama contract. And that's about it. Because Pop hasn't been a good coach the last 4 years at all. Not even close. So let me know what y'all think about this contract. I mean, this being the most expensive a coach has gotten. Crazy considering just his results the last 4 years. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about it, man. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this quick vid. I'm out.